a brand new day, y'all.
Turn me up on the top a little bit, dog.
A little bit, you know, you're all gonna hear this one. The sun's shining, loud and clear, bright and early. Listen.
I don't hate players. I don't love the game.
I'm the shot clock.
Way above the game. To be point blank with you, fuck the game.
I got all this work on me. I ain't come for play.
You can show the little shorties how you pump and fake, but dog, not today. I'm not impressed. I'm not amused. I'm not confused. I'm not the dude.
I'm a grown man business. I am not in school. Put your hand down, youngin'. This is not for you.
On my J.O.
With beats by Kanye, yo.
Name on the marquee, your name off the payroll.
Style fresh like I'm still a day old.
It's been like that since the day-o.
On more time than a rolling old Seiko. Step on deck, your neck, do what I say so. Get up or get out, get down or lay low.
You're standing in the shadow of a fabulous man.
Vegas Jedi I am. That Jedi, that dude. Black people, white people, let's move.
Shout out to my man Khalid Kwalid.
Yes, we on top of top. Shout. Check it out.
Slim Jedi to cast a big shadow.
Cherokee red to shoot the long arrow.
You got more skill,
More aim and more ammo.
You can get it all from
from
a
a
big
big
or
or
small
small
barrel
barrel
like
like
Hail Mary, full of grace. Jedi's come in and shoot up the place and make it blow up your face. The
The
deck,
deck.
purple of an ace. We're from the jungles of the Empire State, where it ain't no escape. 247
718, and that's like
Every night, every day. From the place that I settle and stay.
to the States and collecting my pay.
Blast off, then I'm back to the cave.
Hold it down so my family's straight. Represent in a family way.
Pro ball, not for amateur pay. Been raw since the amateur state. For the president, the camera's raised.
Like a long time man of the way. You understand me straight.
Yeah, no doubt.
Excellent.
It is what it is, you see.
And that's what it is, you see. Ha! Fire!
This is deep. Thanks for letting me know. Can you hear me now? Sorry. I was just saying that when I'm playing a music video, that the mic's mute. Oh man, that's bad. That's bad. Oh, that was a little embarrassing. Sorry about that. I just kind of want to jump on here real quick just to say, yo, people, you can hear me now? Good, okay. Yeah, I just want to say, because last night people were wanting to do a Hurt Her Friday last night, and what happened was, is that I had plans, so I couldn't do that, so I had to wait, and now we have time to do it, but it is kind of late, I realize. What time is it down on the East Coast? 4 a.m.? Jeez. You guys are probably just getting to bed, probably, huh? Just kind of rolling in. But yeah, we do have a link that, it's going to work on something here. I used to do these, we used to do these periscopes are called work scopes. And we used to, I just flip it on while I was working. you know. And now I really can't do that because I don't really want anyone to know where I'm what I'm up to. So what are you up to, man? Speaking of which, I haven't really jumped on and just done a live like this in a long time. Okay, so there's a link. Now, are you able to click that at all? I can click it. People were saying they couldn't click the link. I think it has to do with which platform you come on, Let me see how my mic sounds. I might want to switch mics. I'm just kind of doing a quick stream tonight, just a quick one, just to test out how things are working, how things are looking. That's all I'm doing. Just to test out how things are working, how things are looking. That's all I'm doing. Just to test out. That sounds all right, I guess. That sounds all right. That sounds all right, I guess. Okay. Right. Okay. So what I was saying earlier, for those of you trying to figure out how to click the link, when you come to my homepage, don't click on this one. If you click on this link right here, this whatever platform this is, doesn't take you to the screen where you get to be able to have clickable links. So if I say, hey, click this link and you can join, it won't be clickable. What you have to do is you have to go to the live tab right here. So the live tab, see that? Let me check my graphics here. Yeah. And then I've got two. You got mobile. I'm doing a dual stream. I'm testing that as well because of this issue. Because some people were saying you can only do it on the horizontal. I'm like, no, that's not true. So then you click here. Because some people were saying you can only do it on the horizontal. I'm like, and look at that. Look at that little blue link right there. See that blue link? Right. See, so it does work on the verticals. You just have to know how to do it. So let's refresh. How do we do that? Well, more importantly, what don't you do? So when you go to the Healthy Family Force channel, okay, so it looks like this. And if someone is doing a live stream, you'll see it in this thing right here. Do not click that one. If you click that one, watch what happens. Look at my links. Where are the links? See? The links are not clickable. Not a clickable link. Insight. Nowhere whatsoever. However, we step back, okay, back to this homepage here. Now, instead of going to click that one, go to the live button, the live tab. Now you have the list of live tabs. And now click that one on that screen. And now look, the same messages, but this time look. See that blue? See the blue? That is a clickable link. So that's how you get the clickable links on your iPhone. So if you're doing a vertical stream, I think it's message for Ruby, because one of her moderators came in here and said, "Oh, you can't. We're telling people you can't do StreamYard on a vertical stream." Well, that's not true because we do it all the time. What it is which platform you go through to get to it. So let's refresh one more time. So when you come to, let's say, Healthy Family Force channel, if someone's doing a live stream, and then it'll tell them in that little window right there, do not click that. Do not click that live stream. That's not what you want to click. Instead, there's a tab. See a tab there? Click the tab that says live stream, and it'll give you the list of live streams. And there, click the live stream, the mobile one. That's the vertical one, because we're dual live streaming today. That's the mobile one. And now look, clickable link. Okay. All right. So any questions? YouTube should know about that. They should fix it. Yeah, I'm sure they're aware of it. You know, I mean, I've worked for big software companies before. What happens is that it's not so much that it's like these. It depends how old the company is. If it's an older company like YouTube, they have these legacy systems, and that's probably a legacy. But like the way it's set up is like, oh, when a live stream is going, and like put this one here, put this whatever platform and promote it here. So whatever mechanism does that is ingrained in the basis of the platform, so they can't just quickly get rid of it. So it's probably not just an easy fix. It's probably like, oh my gosh, probably have to rework the whole platform. Obviously because I'm sure that like you said, like why are there two platforms? Well, it wasn't the plan. What happened is as it evolved over time, they made upgrades, and for whatever reason, this one was hard coded this way, and they couldn't just easily switch it over. I have no idea. I'm just guessing, like from an outside 50,000 foot view, trying to figure out like why it would do that. I don't, because obviously it's not it's a glitch, because they don't. I mean, there's one you can do it and the other one you can't. But irregardless of that, comments. Let's check out the comments. Hey, TaylorMade. Hi. Yeah, you follow on the Porsche. We have a new channel. I don't know if you've seen it. I think it's. Let me get you the link for that. So someone is asking about the Porsche, and yeah, I get that. Okay. So here's this channel here. What they were asking was, here, I'll show you guys what I was doing. Let me show you. What they're asking about right now is where is it? Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, here, let me get you here is the channel about the Porsche channel. And here it is up here. Okay. Let's check out my different options where I can set this up. So that's the Porsche channel there, and so we have different things going on with it. Like, you guys remember this? Let's see what we have. We have shorts. Right now, I'm waiting for the tow truck guy to come so we can get this car towed to the mechanic, so the mechanic can then put together an estimate for what needs to be done. Even though we already paid $10,000 to have the car running, it still isn't running. So now we're going to tow it to our other mechanic, and he's going to say, hey, this is how much it's going to need to get running, and then we're going to show it to the judge. And that's kind of what this whole process is about. So once we show it to the judge, and they'll say, hey, we paid this much. I mean, why isn't it running? And we'll let the judge figure it out. So pretty excited about this. It's got all original leather. This was my car when I was 19. So it does have a few memories for me in it. And pretty excited to get it back. If we can get it to the shop so we can get it a diagnostic done on it, so we can get it bid on it. Right now, I'm waiting for the tow truck guy to come so we can get this car towed to the. Okay. Did that help to answer your question, TaylorMade? Okay, cool. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, man, I'm getting hungry. I might want to make might have myself a bowl of stew. You know, but in the meantime, we'll just do a little late night. A little late night. Kind of nice to have a weekend off. You know, after a stressful week. Bro, bro, I invented the man bun like 20 years ago. The man bun. I fucked that up. Oh man, it was gonna be funny. Shit, you should have seen how funny it was in my head. Oh, it was just hilarious. I'm sorry, I messed it up. I couldn't deliver it to you. You know, I've never played that song before, but doesn't that sound like? How cool is that? Wow, wow, wow. A man's bun. I'm really okay, bro. Listen, I'm not sure what your point is about the man bun. I mean, it's not even a man bun. First of all, it's almost a ponytail. But secondly, bro, you think they just invented long hair for men in the last like 5 years? I mean, they've had long hair for men for a while. In fact, I think that was the original design. And I was gonna say something funny, like I invented the man bun, but I guess it wouldn't have landed anyways. Jeremy, what do you do for work? Exactly. Hi, Felicia. Oh man, it's a good night tonight. I don't know. What do you guys think? That was kind of a groovy groove. Sorry, I'm on our TikTok right now, and someone is messaging like they think it's Jedi Joy on there. Because they're on TikTok, they don't know the whole story. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna put this one up over here. I'm spending a lot more time on TikToking over on X these days. Just kind of doing more. Hey, thanks for joining us over there on TikTok, guys. All right, we'll keep going. Oh yeah. If you can play Ain't Talk About Love by Van Halen, play the riff. You'll gift me. Hey guys, what's going on? It's too hard for me to do the co-hosting thing right now because I don't really understand how it works on TikTok, and I always lose. I always lose those little battles they do. I'm just not a quick talker like that. I don't know. I don't get how it goes. Oh, thanks. Oh, hey, Shanna. Welcome to the circus. I gotta put my hair in a man bun today because someone was saying the man bun. It's not even a man bun. It's a ponytail. So I'm doing a ponytail right now. By the way, guys, thank you so much for hitting those likes. It's early morning here in a crazy city. Hey, Patricia. Hi, Christine. Oh, what's up, Rowdy? Oh man, I'm actually thinking about getting myself some soup right now. It's been a very, very long week. It's been an extremely long week. A good week. Just amazingly busy. It's just like amazing how much stuff has happened in the last just the last 5 days. Exercise my fingers. That was fun. Let's try the blues beat. What do you guys think about a blues beat? Stinger babe. Right on, Stinger babe. We were doing that riff. We were doing it in A, and then when I put on the thing, I for some reason recorded it in B. And then when I'm trying to play the lead, I'm like, what is going on? Why is this not working right? And I'm like, oh shit, because I don't know why I recorded it in B. We were literally doing it in this. Thanks, dear beef. What's up, Bert? Sarah, I cannot do a collab right now because I do not know how to do it on TikTok. Thank you very much for the invite. Yo, what up, co-host? Where are you driving to right now? Hello, my friend. Are you going to work? Are you going to work right now? Where are you going? Oh, nice. How's Atlanta, Georgia, man? Nice. Yo, what's up, man? Oh, you're talking to your friends. I'm just playing. I'm streaming with guys over here on YouTube. Little one, what's up, little one? I know I woke you up, little one. And I thought I'd start streaming on TikTok because we just hit 1,000 subs over here. So I thought we'd start doing that, but it's kind of all right, man. Take care, man. We'll talk to you a little later, brother. Thank you. You heading to bed now? Thanks, man. I used to work in Norcross. You know where Norcross is? Okay. Bye-bye. Yeah. What's up? What's up with you? All right, kids. We've been having fun all night long. Okay, buddy. You have a good night. Good night. I gave you a follow. All right. Not bad. Not bad. I'm doing. We got quite a few people on TikTok for some reason. I don't know why. Thank you guys for hitting the likes and subscribe. Appreciate it. We can do another Her Friday some other day. How's that sound? All right. Oh, you want to do it Saturday now? Man, I thought it's good bringing it back for Friday. We'll start doing it. Maybe people will start being interested in jumping on again, but it's fine if they don't. It was kind of a lot of work. You know how I feel about work. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm just yeah, Stevie, I'm just going down my So what are we working on today? Um Today we're working on right sizing our egos. You know, the ego can be a very, very tumultuous thing. I mean, you kind of feel like someone who has a large ego is full of themselves, but usually they have a lot of fears. So what I'm working on right now is identifying those fears and, you know, uh, you always have, man, I don't know. It's been, it gets a little out of whack, bro. But thank you for that. Just that statement right there is enough to send my ego to the moon right there. That's all I need. So I got to keep it in check right there, just with that right there. That's how tricky it is because you have to keep it. You can't get rid of your ego because losing your ego is like, I mean, isn't that like, I mean, if it was that easy, I guess if it was just easy, if the solution was just get rid of your ego, you would just do that. But no, they never say get rid of your ego. They always say right size your ego. And so, that's what we have to worry about because, the ego is what gets us angry. It's what gets us worked up. It's what, a lot of pride there, a lot of things, basically, a lot of things there that um, can stifle your spiritual growth. And as you guys know, we are on a spiritual path. I mean, it's very evident. You can see from, from the day that we started working, not just, there's like what Ruby does, which is trying not to use, so to speak, while still using. I mean, it's kind of funny. They made this big stink a couple of years ago about what Joy was saying that, you can't be on methadone all day long. It's a drug. It's not really sober. But we weren't really working a program. But once you start working a program, you start to kind of find out, it's not just about not using, and that's I think where Ruby is stuck. When I watch her stuff, is that she's like suffering because she, I mean, yeah, she thumps the Bible, waves that around, but that's not a program. If it was that easy, there'd be no Alcoholics Anonymous. We would just go to church. Church is probably her way of, again, we all create ways of distancing ourselves from people. That's a great way to do it. And so you kind of create this illusion that you're on a spiritual path, but really what you're doing is you're isolating. You're falling back in your addiction. The opposite of addiction is connection, right? So if you're building barriers, like, and you're putting stuff up like this, I don't want to discredit anybody's if they find a spiritual path or find some sort of happiness or something. That's great, but I mean, we get a lot of, the reason why I bring it up because a lot of our haters are her supporters because they jump from us over to her and they support her, which is fine. Because because I think our ego is a little bit out of check back then. That's fine, but when I see what they say, it's like they're so struggling because they're trying to deal with this thing that we've kind of found a spiritual path, and you can see it's happening. You can see the changes, the miraculous changes in everything going on around here, just like on a day-to-day basis. I mean, just in the last like 60 days, you can see huge changes. So, and it's very, and I'm glad I documented it because you can see the difference between, just not using and working a spiritual program. You're way more humble than anyone. Thanks, buddy. I've been humbled, and it didn't come easy. It's not humility is not something you can buy. It's not something you can attain. You cannot strive for humility. You can only pray for humility. And unfortunately, humility usually comes in the forms of very, very painful learning experiences that will humble you. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. So it's like, everybody's like, oh, I want to be humble. Okay, great. Be humble. How do you do that? You're gonna go take a class on how to be humble. If being humble is something you could learn how to do, then they would teach you in college how to do that. No, virtues aren't things that you can be acquired. You can't chase them down, and they have to be given, right? Or earned, however you want to look at it. So, anyway, but I'm glad that we had a chance to like meet with a couple other creators, like, putting Grace and Ben and Lalo and Joy all together at the turning point, and now seeing kind of where we are now and where they are. You can see that I mean, as much as I love them, I mean, I feel bad because they are not looking healthier each day. They're looking less healthy. And that's sad, but not really. It's not sad. I mean, a lot of unhealthy people, I guess, but all right, guys. Well, it's been a great stream tonight. I love it when I give the opportunity for the haters to come on and click the link and just to talk directly to their issues. We can kind of have a conversation instead of just like a one line, like you're a liar. Yeah. It's like, okay, that's great, but it doesn't really, I don't think anybody at this stage, I don't think anybody believes the haters at this stage. It's the people who follow the haters are just exposing themselves as people who hate, people who actually hate, like Melinda Sue, like just absolutely hates. Ava, filled with hate, and then tries, and so when you have that, you can't, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to get too much into it, but Ben needs a program. Oh, Jesus, yeah. I mean, what we do. I mean, we deal with some low lives, right? We deal with like, just we deal with predators and creepy people. I mean, that's not all. That I'm saying we deal with them. I'm not saying those are our clients. I'm saying we deal with that, and so we know how to identify that stuff. And so when someone, we have to kind of get, I mean, I don't know. The problem with, I mean, you can't say Ben needs a program or he doesn't need a program. However, his arrogance is going to be his biggest downfall. So if you could ever get over that, I think you could probably start to see some sort of growth or progress. But yeah, I kind of, everybody's like, well, and he's bringing Grace down with him. Well, I mean, Grace doesn't have much going on either. So, I mean, you can't really bring someone down who has nothing going on, right? I mean, it kind of seems like they seem like a couple people that have an inheritance planned, doesn't it? It feels like that. They don't seem too worried. So it just kind of seems like they're like biding time until someone dies or something happens, which, the joke that the universe plays on you is that, okay, While you think you're just waiting for this inheritance or you're just buying time, that's like no different than you being in a prison. Because you're not allowing your life to progress because you know this money's coming. Why would you do anything? You got couple $1 million coming in about whatever many years. I mean, at some point, if it's an inheritance, it's there. While that is in your head, no growth, no character growth, and certainly no entrepreneurial growth will ever occur because you have this in your head, even if it doesn't even exist. But if you have this little la-la land in your head, there'd be no motivation for you to do anything entrepreneurial. Now you could fake it and you could actually move. A lot of trust fund kids go out and they'll do a bookstore or something, or they'll run an Airbnb. Okay, yeah, you can do something so it looks like you're busy. Maybe flip some houses or something with the money you have. But that's not entrepreneurial. That's you just trying to find something to kill time with. Then push papers around. When I say entrepreneurial, is that every man has been given the gift, ability to, sail the 7 seas, to fly to the moon, to conquer whatever you want to conquer. But however, those men wouldn't have done it if they had a trust fund. Why would they sail across the ocean if they had a trust fund here, back in England, right? Make no sense. It'd be ludicrous. Is Grace filled with hate? Yeah. Well, gosh, she's pretty young. I don't think she's filled with hate. I think that she's probably still trying to figure it out. Her dad is filled with. What happens is, okay, like Ava and Melinda Sue are filled with hate. Okay, so right now they're getting a lot of old haters. They're like, yeah, because hate is it's a common denominator for mediocre commodities. So easy to sell hate. But the thing is that, as we know, I mean, look what's going on in the world. So, but it has always gone on. Public hangings have always been really popular. Let's put it that way. until they publicly hung an innocent man, and then that didn't go over so well, did it? You had all these, and it all turned out the guy wasn't guilty, and everyone saw, everyone cheered it on, everyone was complicit in the murder of an innocent man. What was the guy's name? Oh God, I can't remember it. It was back in the 1800s. It was just like, but basically, anytime, society will repeat itself, because anytime we have something horrific going on, we always start screaming for public hangings again. And like we want to. As soon as we see something, we have an accusation on somebody. We want to flog them and just do all this stuff to the person before you even convict the person. And so that's kind of the lesson there was that, man, it was people were not. The problem is the government told the people that this guy was guilty and did all these terrible things, and that he was the one that pulled the trigger. Turns out he wasn't the one that pulled the trigger after they hung the guy publicly. So you can imagine how the people felt about the government hanging an innocent man. The government said this guy was guilty, and they all believed, blah blah blah. Yeah, right. This is out in the Wild West, so and again, these are things that. What about their legacy? Whose legacy? What legacy? See, this is why we need to click the link, Steer Beef, because like I say something for like 10 minutes and then you respond to something I said 5 minutes ago is really, I mean, we'd have better communication if you were on the moon and you were sending me satellite stuff. The trust fund kids, oh, well, there's not as many trust fund kids as you. I mean, what's a trust fund kid? Someone that has a trust? I guess I'd be one of those. There's nothing wrong with being a trust fund kid. I'm just saying, I don't mean to be poo-pooing on biting the hand that feeds me, but I do want to be, honest though, that like if you have a bunch of stuff out there that's going to secure you forever, why would you ever want to make your life better? And also, the other thing too, nepotism. It's not that it's people cry that nepotism is they don't like it because it's not fair. No, it's not that it's not fair. It's that it is not. Nepotism steals away the productivity of some of the best people on the planet, right? Like, okay, so let's say Elon Musk, right? I'm not saying he's a great guy, but let's put that aside. But he's accomplished quite a bit, and so he has children, right? Now, the reason why he accomplished so much was because he didn't have a lot when he started. I mean, he had some, but he didn't have a lot. He has a lot more now than when he started. He had a desire to get more. Now, if these kids start out with $1 trillion, right? Where is my drive to go make $1 trillion? And the reason why it's important is because this is the offspring of one of the smartest, wealthiest men in the world. So those children should be driven to go do something great. But unfortunately, they're going to not, because they're going to know they have this, trust fund sitting up here, and they're going to kick back and they're going to be like, just waiting for dad to, as much as I love Elon, as much as I love dad, can't wait for him to die. I mean, geez, he's, especially when they get old, Elon will be like probably a real pain. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being Elon's caretaker? He's kind of a tyrant now. Imagine like you can't get out of bed and you have to do everything for him. Everything will be wrong. It's like, I said put lotion on the foot and like whatever the situation is. I'm sure he has a better way of doing it than his nurse will. That'd be a tough one. Whew. But that's kind of beside the point. They need a legacy. Oh, I see what you're trying to say. You're thinking like, now what is a legacy? Like why do they do that? Why does someone want their name all over buildings and stuff here on Earth, right? I'm just wondering. Because I thought the goal, I mean, most people that have their names on stuff are usually conservative, and they're usually preaching, or conservative or Dem. I'm not saying like, when I say conservative, what they are not, I don't mean politically. I mean like Democrats are very conservative compared to people I know. And when I say conservative, it's like they're not risk takers. They follow, blah, blah, blah. They're not entrepreneurs. Politicians are not entrepreneurs. In fact, I think if we want to start a thesaurus of antonyms, I think we could come up with our own. And a couple of them are, we came up with one earlier. Well, we didn't come up with it, but it was brought up. It was that the opposite of addiction is connection. So connecting with people is how we get out of our addictions. And what addiction is a lot of isolation, which that's why I brought up the thing like, you don't want to distance yourself from people using a Bible. So. All right. Hey, man, I felt like I did my hour tonight, man. I kind of feel a little proud of myself. I mean, I don't want to be over the top here, but. Mm. Oh yeah, we'll do more sleep streams if you'd like. Let's see if there's any free movies we can watch. Pardon the yawn, folks. Pardon the yawn. I apologize for that. well, what do you guys think about I mean the Osbournes? I mean, they're getting a little thin, aren't they? Well, I'm just gonna do something here. Oh yeah, let's see what 3 movies we have. Anything good? Let's see, Rush Hour, Color of Money, Django Unchained, Grease, Clueless. What do you guys want to watch? Oh. Oh. You want to watch Unchained? I don't think it's going to show it to us for some reason.
Have you never loved again? Love will live on. Life must go on. For you cannot.
Should we wait inside?
Can we just leave?
After you.
Move that buckboard a long ways across the street from the saloon. I watch 6 men, 6 rifles behind it.
Man, these are great movies, though, Joan. These are wonderful movies. Hey, Danielle, what's going on? How are you? Hi. Hi, everyone. Happy Saturday. They're pretty lenient on YouTube. I don't know why about that stuff. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it an evening. I hope you guys are all good with that. I think we did good tonight. We'll come back tomorrow. I hope you guys like it.
Okay, guys, brand new day, y'all. Turn me up a little bit.
Yeah, turn up and talk loud. Little do you know, you're gonna hear this one. Sun's shining. Yo.
I don't hate players. I don't love the game. I'm a shot clock, way above the game.
Be point blank with you, motherfuck the game.
I got all this work on me, I ain't come for play.
You can show the little shorties how you pump and fake.
The dog.
Not to death, I'm not impressed, I'm not amused, I'm not confused, I'm not to do. I'm a grown man business, I'm not in school. Put your hand down, youngin', this is not for you.
On my jail, my beats with the Kanye, yo.
Your name on the market, your name off the payroll. Style fresh,
Like I'm still a Dayo, and it's been like that since the day-yo.
On more time than a Rollie or Seiko.
Step on deck, your neck, or do what I say so. Get up or get out, get down and lay low.
Stand in the shadows. Old Jedi, I am Black Jedi, that Jedi.
Let's move.
Shout out to my man Khalid Kwame, we on top. Shout out, check it out.
Check it out. Slim Jedi,
Cast a big shadow.
Cherokee red to shoot the long arrow.
Got
More skill, more aim, and more ammo.
You can get it all from a big or small barrel like
Hail Mary, full of grace, Jedi.
Come and shoot up the place and make you pull up your face. The death.
I pull out the ace from the jungles of the Empire State where there ain't no escape. 247.
718, and that's like every night, every day. From the place that I settle insane to the states, I'm collecting my pay.
Blast off and I'm back to the cave.
Hold it down for my family straight.
Represent in a family way.
Football, not for amateur play.
Billy Ross is an amateur stage before the press and the cameras raised.
Like a long time man of the way, you understand me straight.
Yeah, no doubt.
Excellence. And that's what it is, you see.
Richer, crisper, stronger reception, a sharper picture. Revolve around God and evolve with Jedis. These elements are perform my scripture. I make Jedi read a classic modern figure.
It don't matter if you holler or whisper. Coming through clear cause I'm right here with you. Ain't got an editor slang, I gotta get you. Yo, brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers.
The brothers, the leavers, the daughters, believers, the stayers, the quitters, the bitches, the Jedis, the rapper gorillas, the getters, the village.
I'm gonna feel it from the first to the million.
Extra
Ordinary and plain.
I walk 1,000 paces a night ahead of the
game. By the time you get where I stand,
I'll be gone. Y'all make moves, but I just move on.
When I move in, y'all must move along. Cause I move too strong. I know what my feet move for.
Made it go without a brand new car.
Made it fresh without a brand new song. I can give a fuck what kind of brand you are.
I'm more concerned what kind of man you are. What your principles and standards are.
You understand me, y'all? Be good to your family, y'all. No matter where your families are.
Cause everybody needs family, y'all. Raise a hand if you understand me, y'all.
Everybody needs family, y'all. Be good to your families, dog.
Understand no matter where your families are. Everybody needs family, dog.
Raise your hand, you understand me, pa.
That's what it is, my man. My family, my pencil Pete, my man too.
All the loved one behind the walls. Daniel denied. Gregory Hedges.
Masada Malala, Sundara.
Magic Mel, life is real. To all the real soldiers, to all the white people, to all the black people. We all family, y'all. Michael Friday, TJ Lavin. Let it be bright.
What was that? No way! Yeah! That's it. Okay, we're gonna keep that one. Alright, that's a take.